Namaskar. Welcome back to the example number 8 for the event Marriage Prospects. In this example, we had a detailed discussion in the previous video with the help of the EPS tables, wherein we studied a female chart for the timing of marriage. So the same chart, let us discuss in this video with the help of the PILT table. Now let us examine the chart with the help of the PILT table. Example number 8, timing of marriage. We are going to study in this video with the help of the PILT table. This is the birth chart of that female native. Now let us study the chart with the help of the PILT table. Already we have, given the colors for the planets according to their self-signification strength. Now let us use the same colors, EPS colors, for the analysis in the PILT table. Let me keep open that KP significators, that is self-significators. And now let me check that KP check all, key planet check all. If you wish, we can also use the key planets shades what software is automatically giving. So that also you can use, or you can use the colors whatever we already chosen in the EPS shades. Now I am using the EPS shades only, whatever we have manually given. Now look at the self-significators. One planet is in light red, that is moon. Moon is light red, 6th, 12th lord occupying 8th house, 2, 6, 10, cuspal star lord and 6th sublord. So this is a weak one. And apart from that, Rahu is got mixed one, pink shade. Rahu, 7th occupant, 3, 7, 11, trigon is good. But 2, 4, 8, 4, 8 cuspal sublord and representing Jupiter also having 8, 8, 10. So this is indicating mixed significators, but favorable on the higher side. So that has been given the pink. If you take Jupiter, the second planet of the Rahu, that is 5th lord, 8th lord occupying 8th house, 10th sublord. On self-signification, Jupiter is obstacles are given, but it is being the 5th cuspal lord, we cannot take it as completely unfavorable. So because of that, we can say it is a mixed significator, but since unfavorable 8th lord occupying 8th house and 10th sublord, some weak significations are present. So we have to give, it has been given that light pink. It is indicating that unfavorable is on the higher side when favorable also present, being the 5th lord. Moreover, the second planet Rahu is already a mixed significator. So the color has been given light pink. The color, as I said already, the color for each planet according to their self-signification strength, you can give at your convenient. But you should be able to understand what for that color has been you have assigned and how to differentiate same color is having, many planets are having such same color. I think you are able to understand. Always keep open this self-significator table so that in the EPS table, in the PILT table, though we have got the planets with the respective colors, but only with the help of that significators, we can differentiate and we can also identify their strength. Anyway, Jupiter has been given light pink and Saturn is also pink shade. It is indicating mixed because that is the 7th lord and also 7 and 11 cuspal sublord. It is a destiny planet, but also having 6 and 4 and 4, 8, 12. 6th lord occupying 4th house, 4, 8, 12. So it is a mixed significator. So that has been given pink. 2 pinks and one dark green. Dark green is Mercury 21115 and representing Ketu also good. And Ketu also light pink, light green and representing Mercury is good. And Venus also light green. 3rd lord, 10th lord occupying Lagna. 9th star lord and 9th sublord. These houses are favorable or supportive houses to the marriage prospects because of that light green that Venus is getting. So there are good significations are indicated by a few planets and only one planet is more unfavorable, that is called moon. So keeping this in mind, we have to now study the destiny. Destiny is 7th lord and also 7th sublord Saturn. Let us check Saturn. Saturn planet is mixed one, but star lord Mercury is strong, favorable key planet is good, and 2A level is moon. 7th cuspal sublord planet is in the star of a strong, favorable key planet, and 2A level is weak. Fortunately, 2A level, it is not the star lord or sublord. And the sublord is again our light green, it is also favorable, and star lord of the sublord is sun. So we look at the 1, 2 planet level, star level, and sub level, star lord of the sublord are all favorable, only 2A level is got weakness. You can see Mercury has got Mercury in its supports, Ketu in its supports, all are good. And Rahu also is a mixed significator, that is a good key planet also there, that is also there in supports. And Jupiter, which is also having some obstacle, that is also there. And apart from that, Moon also there in the support, it is forming ruler link to the Mercury. It means what? Seventh sublord in the star of Mercury, that is favorable in its own sign, supported by other good key planet, and also having got some weakness at the star lord or the star lord, and also forming ruler link. It is indicating weakness. And sublord planet Venus, Venus is, it is a good key planet, having got other key planets, that Sun and Mars, supporting key planet in their supports. And Rahu also mixed key planet, Saturn also mixed key planet, the two 7th cuspal sublord. That planet itself is forming ruler link to the sublord. That is also good. Star lord of the sublord Sun also forming ruler link. It means what? Marriage is promised, and though some weakness is there at the 2A level and supports, but all levels are ruled by favorable key planets, and the two levels are good key planets and forming ruler link. So that way it is supportive. So the destiny is promising for the marriage despite some weakness. Now we have to check the Dasa Lord. We have to check Venus also. Now Dasa Lord itself is Venus. So Venus is the Karaga planet and also Dasa Lord. That Venus is in the star of Sun, that we already studied while we are studying the destiny. Venus is in the star of Jupiter, Venus in the star of Sun, and who is in the star of Venus again? Sublord is Moon, and star lord of the sublord is Mercury. So Dasa Lord in the star of a planet is good, 2A level also, all 3 levels are good. Sublord planet, it is indicating weakness, unfavorable. But star lord of the sublord is reducing the unfavorable strength of the sublord. And you can see that Mercury is forming ruler link to the sublord. And Venus also Moon also having that Ketu and Mars, other favorable key planet also in its supports. Star level forming ruler link, Sun is playing role at the, as a ruler link it is forming. So all the supports are present. Only weakness is at this sublord. Fortunately, that only weakness is sublord is Moon, the weak key planet. Fortunately, that Venus, Dasa Lord, and the star lord Sun, they are not having the Moon in the supports. If Moon was there in supports, that will form a ruler link, and the impact of the Moon will be significant. Now the Moon is not there in the support, but still sublord of the Venus Moon will try to give some obstacles because of this 12, 8, 2, 6, 10, and 6. These houses are favorable for the professional prospect. For the marriage prospect, it is indicating some weakness, but that is being further supported by favorable. Now we have to keep it in mind. I already discussed in the, in the previous video, that when the destiny planet is influenced by the Moon, that is the unfavorable, because when the 7th lord is having that signification of the Moon in the star level or sub level, it means that is being influenced by the Moon, because Moon is the unfavorable key planet, including 6th sublord. Then it is indicating destiny is weaker. Destiny is going to face problems strongly. In that case, when this Moon is playing role in the Dasa Lord, that Dasa Lord will definitely create problem for the marriage prospects. Here Saturn is the seventh sublord in the not in the star or sub of the moon. Moon is only at the 2A level and forming ruling also. It is indicating some weakness to the marriage prospects that is there. But that weakness will not be significant. Why? That Mercury is not a seventh ruler. Because sixth ruler is the star lord for the seventh ruler, especially seventh lord or seventh sublord, then that impact of the moon on the unfavorable side to the marriage will be there. Now, this will definitely give some weakness, but not strongly on the marriage prospects. When that is not being indicated by the Saturn, that is seventh sublord, that Venus, when it is in the sub of moon, it will give some issue, it can give some unfavorable signification, but not very strongly on the marriage prospect. That will be supportive for the progeny, sorry, for the job prospect, professional prospects, that can lead to some temporary separation for the event of job, but it is not indicating any permanent separation. So Venus Dasa is one which is supportive for the marriage, but only thing is we have to see that Bugdila should be very good with the favorable key planets and free from the moon, right? The Bugdila should not have the moon in its rulers, especially at the star level and sub level. Planet, star lord, sub lord. That we have to check. And that Bugdila should have the key planets of the Dasa Lord, Venus, Sun, and Mercury. So Mercury is all means strongly present, and moreover, Venus is repeatedly coming. So Venus is important. Mercury represents Ketu. So Ketu or Mercury should be there in the Bugdila. The key planets of the Dasa Lord, Venus, Mercury, Ketu. Then comes the Sun. So if they should be there in them, not record all the planets, but important key planets. Venus should be there, and Ketu, Mercury should be there. Sun also can be there in the rulers, and that planet should be free from the moon and other unfavorable key planets. Correct? So that we have to keep it in mind. So when we are checking the Dasa Lord, you can check the book, that destiny planet. Destiny planet's key planet is Mercury, Venus, and Sun. So that Dasa Lord is having all these planets in their rulers. That way it is good. Now let us check in Venus Dasa, which are the Bugdis are having the favorable key planets of the Dasa Lord. Venus, Sun, importantly, Mercury, and Ketu. Ketu represents Mercury. So that we have to see that. And also Sun already we have taken. Yes, Venus is important and Sun. So let us check which are the planets are having these favorable key planets and free from Sun. Sorry, not Sun, Moon. Free from Moon and also other unfavorable key planets. Any unfavorable pink shades are present. According to the signification, we have to keep it in mind. Now let us check the Sun planet. Sun in the star of Venus. And Venus is good, right? Venus is good. You have to see that I have given Venus is repeated, Sun, Ketu, Mercury I have given. Out of them, which is strongly favorable, Venus is supportive houses, Mercury is the strongest one, dark green, and also representing Ketu also strongest one. So we have to see that either Ketu, Mercury in the star level, it is more stronger than the Venus or Sun. So Venus is good only, but Mercury role is also important at the star level. And importantly, that Sun in the sub of Saturn. Saturn is a mixed one. So that is playing role at the star level also. So that way weakness is present, right? It is not very strong. Moon is not going to be good. And Mars in the star of Venus, Sun, Mars, Venus, all are favorable. Mars is 4th Lord, 9th Lord on Lagna. Sublord also 4th Lord, 9th Lord Lagna. So it is not very strong. And moreover, Venus is playing, but Sun is also playing. And Ketu, Mercury role is not there in Mars. So it is not very strong. So it is not very strong. Though it is good, it is not having the good key planets of the Dasa Lord and also destiny, especially in the rulers. It is not good, but it is having also Mars also sublord, it is again coming. That is also not having very strong significations. So Mars is not very strong. Then Rahu in the star of Saturn. So Mercury, Venus are present, but Mercury only at the 2A level. And Rahu and Saturn are two levels are playing. So planet level and star level not very strong. So star lord is not very strong, though sub lord is fine. So this is also not very strong. And Jupiter planet. Jupiter has got mixed one in the source. So the source planet can have mixed one, not an issue. But it has got the Mars, Venus, Sun in their rulers, that is good. And let us check the star lord. Star lord is Ketu and representing Mercury. So that way, this is got the key planet of the Dasa lord. Ketu, Mercury is present, and 2A level is Sun is present, sub-level is Mars is present, right? And Venus also present. So that Mars at the sub-level is having not very strong, but star lord of the sub-lord is Venus is good, and Ketu, Mercury at the star level is fine, and Venus also forming ruler link. So Venus is present, and Sun also present in the 2A level, and Ketu, Mercury is present. So star level, 2A level, and sub-level Mars is supportive and forming, getting ruler link from the Venus, and Venus are playing role at the star lord of the sublord, and Venus also passing ruler link to the source planet. So though source planet has got some weakness, being the fifth lord, representing Rahu in the star of Ketu, good key planet of the Dasa Lord, and 2 level Sun is also good, another key planet of the Dasa Lord. Sublord is Mars. That Mars is not very strong, not very bad. It is fourth lord, ninth lord occupying Lagna. It is supporting key planet, having got the other key planet in supports, especially Mars in the star of Venus. That is another key planet of the Dasa Lord, because Dasa Lord itself is acting as the star, last level of the Venus. You know that whenever the Dasa Lord itself is a good key planet, its role is important. So that way it is playing role. Here, if the Dasa Lord itself is like a strong, favorable key planet, definitely that will be playing role at the star level or sub level. If it is there, now it is the star lord or the sub lord last level only, but still it has got only supportive signification 13199, and also forming ruler link to the star lord and star lord of the star sub lord and star lord of the star lord, and also source planet. So that way it is getting the forming the ruler link to the other level. It is good. One level only is some weakness, but all the other levels are having favorable good key planets. That way Jupiter can be selected when compared to the other key planets. And also it is not having that moon in its rulers. Moon, though it is there in supports, moon is not there in the ruler. Saturn is not there in the ruler. The next one is the Saturn. We already discussed Saturn is the, primary cuspal lord planet, and Saturn has got some weakness, but star level Mercury, here Ketu, Mercury has come, here Mercury itself has come. Sublord here, Venus itself has directly come, and star lord of the sublord Sun has come. This is very good compared to the Jupiter, but the only problem with the Saturn is that 2A level planet Moon is playing role and forming ruler into the star lord, and Saturn also 6th lord and 7th lord. It is a mixed significator, and having got the Moon in the second levels of support and 2A level, so it has got some weakness. 7th lord and 6th lord is going to experience this one. So that way, when compared to Saturn, when compared to Jupiter, Saturn has got some weakness. So now let us check the Mercury. Mercury is not very good. So Mercury star level, sub level are weak. And let us check the Ketu planet. Ketu in Venus, Ketu. Let us check all the planets so that we can identify which is comparatively better. Venus, Ketu, Venus. Sorry, Ketu, Mercury in the source level is fine. Star level is ruled by Sun. Sun 1, 1, 12. Star level Sun is not very strong. 2A level Mercury, Venus are good. Sun is playing all supportive, but star level planet, Sun is not very strong when compared to the Jupiter and Saturn, Ketu and Mercury are playing. So that way Ketu is supportive, but when compared to Jupiter and Saturn, it is not strong enough to conduct the marriage. So out of them, Venus Dasa, Jupiter and Saturn are favorable. Out of them, Jupiter is stronger than the Saturn. So Venus Dasa, Jupiter Bugdi is the one the native got married. So within the Jupiter, which Antara will run because of some weakness, that Jupiter, it needs some one more planet which is having strong favorable key planet also in their rulers as Antara, right? So in that case, you can see when it is talking about Ketu second level representing Mercury. 11593 supportive because of the Mercury, it is supportive, and all other levels are favorable to each other. Now, if you take Saturn, star level is good. Sub-level, star level is a strong favorable key planet directly Mercury. But here, star lord of the, sublord is Venus, and star lord of the sublord is Sun, are all favorable. Because of the moon only, it is getting weakness. So, Venus, Dasa, Jupiter book is stronger. Next comes the Saturn, because Saturn is in the star of Mercury, strong, favorable key planet. So, 7, 2, 11, 1, 5, all going to be good in the planet level and star level signification. Supported by the Venus is going to further support. So whenever we have such confusion, we can open the EPS table in the PILT table itself. EPS table of the Saturn, how it is present. Open that Saturn. Can see Saturn is having favorable and mixed significator, unfavorable also, but star level planet is supporting to the favorable. 21115 is good, supported by Ketu, and you can see Mercury is own Rasi, and also Rasi Lord for Ketu. Okay, that is representing Ketu, na? And you can see 211 has got weakness, Moon. Fortunately, it is not having seventh house. If 7 was present, Moon will give its the impact on the seventh house. That is not going to be good. So, but still, Rahu is conjoined. Mercury is also aspected by Mercury, so forming ruler link. So all the supports are present. So if you look at that planet level, star level, 2A level only weak, but that is being further supported by the favorable, and sublord is Venus is good key planet. So that look at the planet, star level, sub level grouping, favorable side of the, on the higher side, only because of the star lord of the star lord's moon forming ruler link to the star lord by way of ruler's link, by way of aspect. That is one which is making weakness. So because of that, the Buddhi Lord, which is comparatively better than the Saturn, is Jupiter, and next one is the Antara Lord is Saturn. So the native got married in Venus Mahadasa, Jupiter Buddhi, and Saturn Antara. Right? So this way we can utilize these PILT table in finding the role of the key planets in the destiny, and destiny's key planets in the Dasalard's key planet favorable and unfavorable in the Buddhi, free from unfavorable, but having got the favorable key planets in the Buddhi, that is going to be the strongest Buddhi to conduct the event. And after that, Antara Lord, which is comparatively, when compared to Buddhi, Antara will have some weakness. So, but it will have the key planets of the Buddhi Lord also, and also forming the chain. So, house grouping chain, Dasa, Buddhi, Antara, if they form the house grouping chain, it will be more favorable. So that's what the native got married in Venus Dasa, Jupiter Buddhi, Saturn Antara. You see, I have not taken only the period and trying to analyze when that period is, why the period has given the marriage. But we are, for your practice, I am explaining all the planets, which are the planets are favorable, why the planets are not favorable. Favorable for marital prospect is different, and favorable for conducting the event is different. The strongest Buddhi will be strong enough to conduct the marriage. So to know that planet is the strongest one, it is better to check all the planets, so that it will give more practice also for you to do the comparative study. I think you are able to understand. So we'll meet in the next video. Good luck.